Perfect. Hey guys, what's up? Everyone say hi.
So like 3,
Well,
2, 1.
Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kyle. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
See, that was a terrible idea because it's entirely impossible to do anything you're going to
It's
say.
so awful.
That was
Yeah.
probably so unserious.
We probably
How
have a
old
lot
are
of
you now,
viewers.
Kyle? Like 24?
20, no, 30. Almost.
30? You're 30, bro?
Almost, yeah.
Dude, that's it. 50% of your testosterone is gone, my friend.
Thanks for that.
So you're half the man you were yesterday.
Anyway,
I started
I
don't think that's how the song
That
goes.
works.
So, holy shit, thanks, I guess. Thanks, guys. I was not expecting that at all. Along the note of saying thank you, also thank everyone in chat and or everyone watching this right now for officially pushing us over the line to affiliate. We hit affiliate status today on Twitch, so it's kind of a big deal. So thank you. Now you can all subscribe to us and give us all your money, or don't. It doesn't matter to me either way. So either way, we appreciate it. We appreciate your support. So last week we had some pretty serious network issues, or at least I did. So we didn't get much out of the stream. So we're gonna try and give like a brief recap here. I'm pretty sure the last thing that I remember getting caught was you guys had traveled back to the guild house and upon arriving had found your scribe / maid dead. Upon further examination, realized that the scribe was in fact a Rakshasa. There, I said it right this week. Holy crap.
That's impressive.
And a few other disturbing things. There was an elf lady that Richter thought was a total babe for a little bit, and then turns out she was actually not very impressive. She was in fact a succubus, and was there to try and get Lorelei away from the group for whatever reason. And that has created some trust issues with the group, I guess we could say. There was a conversation that ensued that involved Sir Darren kind of questioning Lorelei just in general as a whole, followed up by things being gathered off the cart outside. And when belongings were gathered off the cart outside, one deceased body of Cornelius Malford III had disappeared, and it looked like maybe even walked off. And so, for those of you that hung in there for like that 2-hour mark, that's roughly where we wound up ending. So kind of a good cap off, but we're gonna pick up about right there this evening. So, if you guys want to go ahead and jump into it, then we can. So that's what we'll start. Who was that went out? Was it you, Brian? Or I'm sorry, Brian Richter. Was that you that went out to go to take things in off the cart?
Richter went to go take a look, yeah.
Okay.
And unload the
I
cart.
think Russell went with him,
But he
Okay.
just came in and was like, "Yo, I'm sorry. We need to sleep. I can't go find him right now."
agreed. It's been a long bloody day.
We've been going for so damn long. that dude's dead, and apparently there's Rakshasas and demons everywhere, and I can't do it anymore today, y'all. I need a nap. He says as he makes himself another Faerun mule.
You're doing it, buddy, if you're making tautologies like that. After all, it's not a Rakshasa kind of demon.
Man,
No puns. Alright. That kind of group then.
I just fight. That's all I'm good at right now. And lying. I'm pretty good at lying. When I need to.
I'll take your word for it, buddy. I mean, maybe I shouldn't, but... Hey, my brain's
it's
fried as well. You're right, we all need to sleep.
Whatever you decide to do, I'm sure you're in good hands, either mine or my brother's.
Anyone object to trying to follow the trail in the morning?
My only question is, should we have anyone on watch? How secure is this place now?
Well, we barricaded the door. Oh no, we repaired the door. So we might want to barricade it, but we should probably have somebody on watch in this town. This town's fucked up.
Maybe we should rig some kind of alarm device.
Does anyone have the alarm spell?
You know, I don't. I thought about taking it, but I don't have it prepared. Wait, is there something I can do that's... that thing? Not really.
Because if we don't have much other options, I vote that we just set a tripwire with a Molotov cocktail over there and spill some liquor on the floor, and they call that good.
I don't know, I'd like to sleep 8 hours before we burn the place down.
I mean, you might sleep a lot more than 8 hours if you get what I mean.
Well, let's just take turns on watch. I'm pretty awake. I'll go first.
All right. So the plan is
I'm gonna go.
the plan is to get some sleep and then take turns with watch.
Yeah.
Aye.
All right.
Richter will down his drink and go find a piece of mattress.
Alrighty. Fantastic. What order shall watch be taken in? Just so I can take note of it.
We'll take last watch.
Okay.
Russell, go first.
Indeed.
I guess I got second watch.
Alrighty.
Take graveyard. I'll take the one in the middle, the worst one.
There's 3 watch shifts, right?
Yeah, there are 3. And then... Perfect. All right.
How many watches are there gonna be? I think I must have cut out audio again.
There will be 3.
Okay. Well, if anyone has better than a +2, then I will not take watch.
The perception?
Yeah.
I've got a 0, so
I've got
anybody
+3.
can beat that.
I've got a +4.
What's Romulus have?
You're hired.
Or what does Sir Darren have? Guess we'll find that out when he gets back.
He stepped
I'll be
away
back
from
in
it.
1 moment.
All right. While that's going on, any other things happening before sleep occurs? Before watch starts and sleep occurs?
What's your perception, Sir Darren?
My passive perception is a walloping 14.
Whoa.
Same.
So Russell, Via. I think I'm gonna keep watch with Via.
Okay. Gonna stay with old Lorelei. All right.
I'll wake up for that shift. Somebody needs to be awake at that point in time.
I love the trust. I love that you guys are just forming this massive bond of trust. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
I trust literally everyone else in this party. Come on, dude.
All right. All right.
Can't tell if she's playing her character.
so-
She's not hearing me.
I can hear. I'm just debating whether or not to speak about
stuff. All right. So, Fia, you're taking the watch for who? I'm sorry. Somebody it cut out at one point.
I think Russell's taking first.
Indeed.
Is Fia or Sir Darren taking second?
I'll take second.
Okay.
Alright, so Fia and Richter for second, and then Sir Darren for third.
Then I will take my unperceptive ass to bed.
Good plan.
That's very sage of you, Kenichi.
He's the sorcerer.
All right. So, everyone that's going to take a watch, would you roll a perception check for me? I see a 7, a 13, and a 13.
We need one more.
The luckiest of numbers.
Sir Darren?
Sir Darren?
I'm not sure why mine isn't rolling. Okay. I don't know why he's not rolling.
Throw it. Just throw the whole computer.
Yeah. That's right. I'll do the old-fashioned way, yes. It was. Here we go. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh, embarrassing. Here we go. There we go.
We
And-
don't see it. We don't see it.
There we go.
There it goes.
There we go.
I heard it.
Nice.
Gosh.
Huzzah!
On the final watch.
Wow.
This thing is-
Well, Russell, you don't immediately notice anything that would be cause for concern, except for the occasional hobgoblin or other townsfolk strolling through, and occasionally kind of glancing at the building, but then passing by, not stopping, or anything of that sort. Nothing going on inside the hall as you kind of make your rounds, look around. No one inside. Just seems very quiet, and no cause for alarm.
Alright then, I'll just tinker with my armor a bit and finish out my watch.
Fantastic. Richter and Lorelei. Your watch effectively goes about the same. Everything is very quiet. You can hear the occasional, chittering of the bats and the dripping from the cavern outside, and things of that nature. Every now and then you glance out the windows and see the occasional passerby. And as you make your rounds, you find nothing of interest going on inside the estate. But I'm interested here to know if there's any conversation happening between the two of you. Okay. We have been.
I'd plans for it, but I don't know.
We have received the 1 minute flag, so. She's taking her minute. Anybody have any questions about anything in reference to the last session? Like any questions or cause for concern that any of you would have for anything? No?
Oh, we did find the Rakshasa's notebook.
Indeed.
We're going to go through it and see if we could figure out who he worked for. Did that have anything in it of interest?
Oh, yeah, you guys found out. So you found a couple things, like there was a map that leads into Undermountain.
Oh, that's right.
There was also some mention of one call a Sacred Forge in there. Briefly, something about an all-powerful Dark Lord, and a few other things, and then the rest of it was random meetings and stuff that he's had with this Sacred Forge guy, and his own comings and goings, things coming in and out of Skullport, as far as like boats, shipments of spices, ale, all those things. Keeping track of like meticulously just everything, every single thing that could possibly happen, he has kept record of in here. So there's that, and I can give you some more specifics in just a little bit.
Understood.
For the time being, though, let me go back to this conversation. Richter, I believe.
Would ask Lorelai. So, when it's just the two of us here, I'm not gonna say anything to anybody else. Are you good? Like, are you steady?
What do you mean? Lorelai's like fidgeting with one of the gloves, particularly the one on her left hand, is just like picking at it absent-mindedly.
How did your wisdom? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I forgot to ask you about your wisdom save from before.
18.
Oh, that's right. Okay, proceed. Sorry.
I think me and pretty much everyone else has noticed that a couple of screws seem to have been loosened ever since you got a hold of the coins. Are you okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that sort of thing that happened tonight gonna happen a lot more often at least? Can you tell me that?
What do you mean?
Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna ask Lorelai. I'm gonna ask you to roll a deception check, and I'm gonna ask Richter to roll an insight.
Okay.
Lorelai,
I don't really like rolling against players.
I
Will do.
Fantastic.
You beat me.
That's all I need.
seems fairly genuine.
Well, I mean, what I'm talking about is the shape changer who came in here, used magic to charm me, and then almost kidnapped you. Because, like, if that sort of thing is going to happen a lot more often, you should probably let us know so that, we can stop you from getting kidnapped.
I told you. I have no idea who that was.
And I believe that you don't know who that was particularly, but is that something that has happened to you before or might happen again? Is that something that's regular to you?
Lorelai just goes silent.
That makes me uncomfortable. Alright, let's go wake up Sir Darren.
All right.
And then we will go wake up Sir Darren. Or at least, I don't know. Lorelai's going to bed or going to go wait in the shadows to kill somebody.
Lorelai. Now, I'm assuming that those coins have been stashed away somewhere safe.
Yeah, there's somewhere in the
Absolutely.
There is a small vault in the armory. It's about the size of like a maybe 4x5 walk-in closet, where you could have effectively stored them. So if that's what the group would like to do, you could put them in there. Cool. That being said, Lorelai, Richter goes upstairs to wake Sir Darren. You feel compelled to check on the coins, to make sure they're okay, to make sure no one's hurt them.
I'm gonna go do that.
Richter, you arrive at the door of Sir Darren's room. Knock. You can awaken.
Hey, Darren. You good?
Imagine-
You awake?
I'm-
Ready for your
I'm-
watch?
Yeah, at this point, you probably hear me just putting on the armor, kind of, putting the belt onto his thing. I make my way to the door and I open it and I say, I'm up, Richter. I'm up.
Wakes up the whole house, just getting Darren up.
Alright. I know I'm a heavy sleeper, so I
I
figured.
go, should I ask you where Laura lies?
You know what? Last time I saw her, she was downstairs. I didn't see her heading to the quarters.
Are you as concerned about her as I am?
Feel quite right having her keep watch by her lonesome.
Agreed. I worry for the soul that she claims she doesn't have. I sent out a prayer to Tyr in her honor and her name.
Well, I know there is such a thing as a soul, because I don't know what else my brother would be. But
I'm just concerned.
I'm more concerned about my livelihood. Sleeping with her 2 doors down.
I just hope that the order doesn't do anything drastic to her.
I hope that they don't do anything drastic to her, and I hope that she don't do nothing drastic to us.
I'm convinced she's part of our order to help her, to restore her sense of humanity.
To be honest with you, man, all that philosophical stuff is just above my head at the moment. It could be that it's to restore her humanity, but we all got our reasons for being here. Mine's a pocket full of coins. I don't know what Ken's is. I don't know what Russ's is. Hers is that she got a death threat, or rather, the threat of execution over her head. And you're over here because you believe it's the right thing. I don't really know what to say about whether it's going to save her soul that she says she ain't got, but
Understand. Get
she seems
get
to be
some
here for a reason.
get
one
get
or
some sleep.
another.
I go get some
Yeah, I'm
sleep.
starting to rattle a little bit. I reckon that's a good idea. Keep an eye out for Lorelai. I don't know that she's in bed. Could be waiting in the shadows somewhere. I don't know.
I'll make it a point to just kind of patrol the estate. I'm a little concerned with the coins, and I want to try to make my way towards that general direction. And if Lorelai has a room or something, I want to make sure that she's in there. I don't open the door or anything. I just kind of listen to see if I hear anything, or if I see her. I definitely am vigilant. My background is what is it called? Oh my god, the one where you're like suffering from PTSD.
Haunted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
haunted. Correct. Thank you. I'm a haunted one. I have the heart of darkness. So,
Okay.
I just kind of make it a point to just walk the grounds. I'm in armor or sword. If there's no light here, I probably use a lantern.
If you would navigate yourselves into, well, for now, Lorelai, do you navigate yourself into the basement level of the estate on roll 20 if you could?
Yep.
Cool.
Figure out how to get there.
So Sir Darren,
Right there,
I'm
right?
sleeping.
Yep.
the estate. You come downstairs, and the front door, you immediately notice before you even make it down the stairs, the front door is wide open.
Okay. Okay. So when I make my way down to the training hall where the vaults and all that stuff is, I want to go check up on the. You're talking about the door by the armory, right?
I'm talking about the door, like when you come down from upstairs in the main area. You're not in the basement yet. Yeah. So when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. So
On
when
the
you're
top here.
yep.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
So when you
I go, that's strange.
mm-hmm. Wet and muddy boot prints. They're the second thing you notice, and they lead to a chair by the fireplace.
I definitely go. I follow those steps. There's no concern to ring the alarm just yet, but I am holding the lantern sort of actually this way. No my shield strapped to my back, but holding the pommel of the hilt of the sword as I just kind of like peer slowly and follow the tracks.
The tracks lead to the chair, and you realize as you come around the corner that there's someone sitting in the chair.
Oh.
And it's an individual that you are familiar with. There's a light-skinned, long blonde-haired man, elf, clad in full plate. He has a sword in his sheath. It's a great sword propped aside the back of the chair. He's still in his traveling cloak. It's this large fur cloak. And as he sees you, you come around. He looks up at you from the chair. He says, well, I'm glad to see that you're not all dead. It's very good to see you, Sir Darren. And the man...
What?
Yeah, the man speaking to you is none other than... What did I do with that thing? I lost it, didn't I? Great. Perfect. It is... I'll tell you what his name is in a second, because
Did you hate that?
I do, because I had it. I had all that information pulled up, and I closed the tab. His name is Servirus Amacure.
You said Revis?
Servirus. Viris. Amakiir.
Should I be surprised to see this person?
Yeah, considering he's from the Knights Remnant post in Icewind Dale. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a headmaster of the post in Icewind Dale.
So I make it a point to almost drop my lantern in shock. Servirus, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be manning the tower north by the Dale, by Icewind Dale?
I think 10 towns can survive without me for a few weeks. I came to see how you were getting along, and it looks like... And he looks around, and he looks at the door that's still open because he couldn't pry the door back shut. It looks like... And he stammers off again, sees the blood stains on the floor. Looks like you're not off to a good start.
No, we're not. I have to say I'm a little confused on why you're here. What brings you here? This is a completely different chapter to the Order. And to come here uninvited, even for a headmaster, is a bit strange.
I was conscripted to come here for fear that the majority of your group had deserted.
Oh no. I refuse to let that happen.
The scribe never
good-
sent any word back, so we had cause for concern.
There's nothing to concern yourself with. I want to make sure that he understands that I'm lying, because I'm a horrible liar. The new members are working out quite well. Some of them show great promise. There is one that I admit concerns me. But
Yes, the succubus.
and when did you think it was important for us to tell us and not know this? I had to discover this upon my arrival to Skullport.
Admittedly, it is not my place to inform you of these pieces of information.
Well,
That
that's
is
just great. I don't know who decided in the Black Robes that something should be done about this, but why is she here? She's unruly. She's difficult to manage.
she's here.
Talented.
She's here because she owes her life to the Order.
Of course, we all do.
What more reason do you need?
You still haven't answered the question, why are you here?
I'm told you I'm here. I guess you could say I've been conscripted to be your babysitter for the foreseeable future.
Of course. Okay, well, you think you should make yourself comfortable. Why come downstairs? I can have one of the rooms prepared for you.
Fair enough. I don't think your front door is going to close anytime soon, unless you have a smith come and tinker with it.
I'm sure we can do something.
Oh, you have an artificer amongst you, right? He should be able to take care of that.
Yes, I'm sure he can. It's the middle of the night, and we've been quite busy, and he needs his rest. It can wait till morning. I can just watch the door till then.
Very well, Sir Darren. It's really weird. He just stands up, and he's much taller than you would have realized initially. Whereas because you're about what? You're 6 foot, right?
Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
He's maybe just a little taller even, but around there. But the full plate makes him look much more filled out than he actually is. The firelight just kind of glints off his reddish colored steel plate, and he reaches across in front of you and picks up his sword from beside the chair. I'll just find a room upstairs. And then he just walks up the stairs like he's been here before.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, well, I don't say anything to him. Apparently, I'll have to let everyone else know that he's here, but that can wait till morning. I'll make sure that when the next watch comes, I'll brief him that he's here and he's located here.
Sure. And as he makes it about halfway up the stairs, and he stops, resting his hand on the banister. And Sir Darren, I think before the week is over, we should have all of your members take the oath. That'd be fitting, don't you think?
He goes, I was wondering when that would happen. There have been some events that have kept us from fulfilling that post, or that duty. I would love for you to be a part of the ceremony as an understanding of our official duties here at the next Remnant.
Make no mistake, I'll be there.
I just kind of smile.
And then he just continues on his way up the stairs. Lorelei. So you're in the basement.
I'm in the basement.
You're in the basement.
Yeah.
And in the basement is the vault.
In the basement, there's the vault.
Now, I don't know who put the chest in the vault,
Probably me.
but there was. The real question is, which one of you is proficient in? Oh, wait, you are. You're good. You're a rogue. God damn
Yeah,
it.
my job.
You don't know. You don't know the entry code. Certainly, I mean, unless you somehow got it from one of the other members, and that discussion didn't happen because we didn't talk about a vault. So effectively, if you want into the vault, you will have to rogue your way into it.
I'm dealing with the bank, trying to get my money. All right.
As you approach the vault door, you can hear voices. Just the whisperings, like you heard before, calling out to you. And when you go to reach for the latch on the vault, they stop. If you
I'm gonna get into the vault.
Okay. You're gonna try and effectively lockpick your way into this situation?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I won't even take that. I know it's probably a little bit unorthodox, but why don't you just give me give me a performance roll. I know it's probably unorthodox, but
Styles, everything. Your signature mark.
It's not great.
okay.
Performance is for an audience.
Would you more appropriate sleight of hand? Try that. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
It's
try
supposed to be a
that.
tool proficiency check with thieves' tools.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do have these tools.
Okay. Well, then go ahead and use those.
Okay.
It'll be on the left side of your character sheet underneath the passive perception.
Yeah.
Just click on it, and it'll tell you which modifier, which ability to use. In Roll20, or in D&D Beyond. Your tools.
It's not telling me that.
It should be on there.
Mm-mm.
I can see the proficiency, but it's not.
Just roll your dexterity and then add your proficiency modifier to it. Be the easiest way to do it.
All right.
Unless you have expertise.
Yes.
Mm.
Which she doesn't. Not, at least not on these tools.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. So just roll your dexterity, and then add 2. Well, 5th level adds 3 or 2.
We're 4th level.
4th level.
Oh, 4th level. I'm sorry. So it's 2. Yeah. And just add 2 to whatever you're rolling in dexterity.
Mm-hmm. 22.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow. So you, a little rusty in the beginning, but then you just kind of turn the dial about like 4 times to the left. You listen 4 times to the right, a couple more times to the left, and then you hear clink, and you, just like in the movies, you grab the handle, and the latch gives way, and the vault door swings open. And inside the vault is something holding your chest full of soul coins. It stands about average humanoid height. Red skin covered in tattoos. The long, thick red tail clad in armor. And there's a spear slung across its back. for all intents and purposes, it does not look pleased to see you.
I don't think that's yours.
Doesn't say anything. He slowly starts to set the chest down with one hand. And with the other hand, he does absolutely nothing except wave it around a little bit and mutter something. And then he vanishes with your chest.
God damn it. I'm gonna go in and just kind of like frantically search around because this asshat just stole my chest.
Yep.
Just like see any remnants, what kind of creature he might have been, what other things he might have left.
Yeah.
Any clues I can get at all.
You're a fiend, correct?
I am.
This was... Well, let's see. Actually, let me see. Let me just double check to make sure I'm thinking of that right. I believe they are. I could be wrong, though. Yes, they are fiends. That was 100% a Cambion.
Ooh.
Cambions are... Well, they're who you send to get shit done. They're pretty tough, and they're like the Darth Maul of the D&D world. Just not as cool as Ray Park.
Can I get any clues as to why he might have been here? Like if he was looking at anything else aside from the chest?
He was 100% here for those. Those are like a magnet for fiends.
That asshat just
Those-
stole my coins.
Those turn the tides of wars that are waging.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. So Darren, were you going downstairs to check on Lorelei?
It was.
You arrive downstairs, and you reach the doorway to the vault, and you see Lorelei standing in the middle of the vault. And you distinctly remember Richter telling you that he set the chest in the middle of the floor in the vault. It is nowhere to be seen. And there was one very upset Lorelei currently standing in the middle of the floor of the vault.
Okay. Well, that's not good. Does she notice me?
Yeah, you could definitely hear Sir Darren's footsteps as he approached, and you turn and you see Sir Darren standing there behind you.
I just vaguely acknowledge him and then turn the other way and just like stare blankly at the wall, just like.
Lorelei, what are you doing?
Complete silence, and I start aggressively picking at my glove again.
Where's the chest, Lorelei?
Still silent.
I think those coins have a grasp on you more than I believed. Come towards me, Lorelei. Come this way. You need to get some rest and sleep. I'm sure your kind require rest as the rest do.
He's absolutely not taking another step out of this vault.
I look at Lorelei and I say, Lorelei, I think in the name of Helm, in the name of the Watch, and order of the Remnant, of the Knights of Remnant, I demand that you approach. And I cast command on her. Make a saving throw, please. DC 14. Wisdom.
So rude. This is so rude.
Is it though?
It is.
Ouch.
Is it though?
That is a 10.
Yeah, isn't it?
It is. So for those of us that may not know, is there a description for command that you threw up too?
Yeah, absolutely. I will put it right now.
Typically, when I say for those of us that may not know, that usually means me. I just want to make sure that I'm reading it correctly. But just in case anyone in the chat's wondering as well. It's kind of your typical, she has to do what you say, like one word type of command, but you can't command her to harm herself or anything of that nature, right?
Correct. I
Okay.
did approach. The target moves towards you by the shortest and most direct route, ending its turn if it moves within 5 feet of you.
That won't be
So
difficult. Right.
I'm right outside the vault, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when she steps towards me, I close the vault door.
Right, so Lorelei, you step out of the vault. And Sir Darren kind of sidesteps and throws the vault door shut and gives it a spin. Gives the latch a spin.
Can I, like, put my hand out to prevent that from happening?
You can certainly try. Give
I've
me
approached him.
Give
so.
me. Well, you're not trying to be sneaky about it, so sleight of hand's pointless. Just give me an athletics roll.
Can I roll to contest against her? To see if I can time it before she puts her hand there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have to?
Not with a 6, probably not. I mean, I can still roll a 1.
You're a bastard.
It's gonna happen now.
Alright, watch. If I roll a 1, wow, dude, I will go berserk on this live feed right now. I will go absolutely berserk. Here we go.
I see it coming. It's gonna be.
Hasn't that happened once before? Somebody was like, we're gonna roll a 20. And whoever it was rolled a 20.
I barely beat her. Like, I'm at a +6 and I barely beat her.
Sir Darren, you kind of managed to just kind of push her hand out of the way to keep her from preventing her from shutting the door. Go ahead and give it like a quick shut and spin the latch. Yeah.
Right. I look at her. I said, I'm sorry, Lorelei. It's for your own good and for the sake of the order. I go, we have a guest, and he will not tolerate such behavior. Sir Virus, have you heard of him? The headmaster in charge of Icewind Dale?
Have I heard of him?
Lorelei, you know Sir Virus. He's the one that pulled you out of the prison in Icewind Dale.
Oh.
Upon hearing his name, Lorelei's eyes just kind of like snap to Sir Darren, filled with like the most insane, hellish rage.
Great.
Shit.
Because not only is he using her debt to the oath against her, but he has allowed this asshat to enter their headquarters.
For those of you that are curious, the prison that I'm referring to, located in Icewind Dale, is called Revel's End. It is a very, very secure fortress where bad people get sent, or people that know people that want people to go away get sent to.
So when
how's
I
this?
see that react,
Yeah.
when I see that reaction, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. That's what I was about to say. How is this awkward tension going?
Yeah. So when I see the reaction, I say, I can't help but think of Vader. I say, good. You've heard of him. I don't know how you're connected to him, Lorelei, but please know, he's not as forgiving as I.
Lorelai, you know he's not forgiving at all. If he had his way, you'd still be locked in a cell, rotting. With
If I had my way, he would be the one rotting.
I say, I go, I say, Lorelei, I don't know what's going on, but you know, we've accepted you as an equal partner to the order. And I go, you have to trust us, me. I'm a man of my word. I keep my oaths. I take them seriously. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. We're here to do what's right for you, the other members of the order. Anything you need, we're a team. Please know that I would be willing to sacrifice myself for any member of our order. That's why I'm here, to ensure we succeed.
Sir Darren, in my time across the 9 hells and the many realms beyond, I have learned one thing that has kept me alive. One thing that has kept me from having lost this so-called soul you think I have. And that is oaths mean nothing.
I look at her and I pull out my sword.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh
That's-
shit.
That's what it looks like.
Oh god.
Come out.
We're doing things.
Oh,
Are we
the picture of the sword didn't come out. I don't know
Aw.
why, but that's here. I will.
We got the stat block.
Yeah. Wait, it's just...
Oh, is that why? Yeah, you want to see this? I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm seeing stat block. It's kind of sad. What?
just for the record, it's a very impressive sword.
Here, I'll put it in the.
I promise.
I'll
I've
put it
seen
up.
it. It's impressive.
I basically I take out the sword and I say, "This is Oathkeeper. It's a long sword that was made for devout worshippers of Helm, the god of guardians, protection and protectors. The hilt of this long sword has an eye of the watchful god." And I show her the hilt, and it's got like this jewel on it. It's the handle's made of solid brass. It is named Oathkeeper, and the weapon glows upon my touch to show my purity and my devotion to the God that watches all, Helm. I swear before it and before Helm that no harm will come to you while I live, Lorelei. And it's unfortunate that you distrust others, but you never have to fear that from me. I will do my best to keep you safe and the others. My watch is about to end here, and I would really like it if you went back to your room and get some rest. I know that you are capable and determined, but it's not wise to be walking the training grounds with Sir Virus on the grounds.
Is he up there?
He is. And I'm not sure why he's here. It's very unusual for a member from another order, from another location to be present.
Not only is he here, but when he went upstairs, he went to the first empty room that he could find, which was Lorelei's.
So with that, I just kind of look at the safe, I knock on it, I put the sword back, and I just say, I I go, I think you should head upstairs, Lorelei. I'm just gonna make sure that everything is proper down there.
Lorelai kind of realizes how hard she's been picking at her glove. She looks down at her wrist and she realizes that she's actually like left scratches along her arm. And she kind of like sets herself straight. Yeah. I'll do that.
And I just go about continuing checking the basement level, making sure the safe is secure, and I'll stand watch in front of the bolts the rest of my fire watch, so to speak, before I go get the last person.
When your watch is over, that is the last watch.
Okay. So we can everyone else up.
You can.
Well, I go make sure everyone else is awake, and I definitely can tell our artificer that we need his mechanical genius to help repair the door if he can do that.
I gotta get to my room.
Alright,
So-
I thought I got that door pretty well last night, but
Oh,
I'll go take another whack at it.
So good, in fact, that when he tried to enter the door, he kind of had to kick it open. Kind of.
Oh, hey. So you're saying I properly fixed it? It's just this a-hole came and broke it again. Alright.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
hilarious.
Yeah.
See, this is why you never want to be a contractor. You're always fixing the same things over and over again.
Lorelei, you go upstairs. You reach the main hall. You go upstairs to where your room is.
there's the picture of the sword.
Oh, heck yeah. Everyone take a moment. Everyone stop what you're doing. Look at the sword.
Everybody,
It's-
put what you're
it's in
doing
the-
down. We need to
it's-
look at the sword.
It's in the Adventures of the Remnant, in the text.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh. Alright, so Lorelei, you go upstairs to your room.
Yes.
Your bedroom door is shut. And if you try the latch, the door is locked. And upon trying the latch, you hear occupied. It's a very familiar voice.
Lorelai just kind of stands outside the door and just kind of looks at it, just like almost horrified.
You hear the voice again. One moment, you hear like the gathering of like armor shuffling about. What is definitely a sword belt being put on, sword clanking against plate mail. And then nothing. And you hear boots shuffle to the door. And then they shuffle back. They retreat back into the room farther. And the door remains locked. Tell Sir Darren I'll be down in a few moments.
Oh, okay.
Lorelai's gonna unlock the door.
Great. Wonderful way
Yeah.
to make a first impression.
It's a good way to start the morning.
This is not her first impression. She has already had a first impression, and it was not good.
The best part of waking up is screaming, "What the fuck?"
Well, speaking of, is there coffee in D&D? I've never known.
There
There
is.
is.
There is.
Alright.
Gonna make some coffee.
On his way to fixing the door, Russell make a big steaming Oh, let's see. Some of our that would be probably the tool they'd use. A big steaming pot of coffee. And keep it all for himself. He's got work to do this morning.
All right. Lorelei.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please roll to pick the lock? Actually, what am I saying? This is your room. You have a key. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You have a key. I
I
apologize.
unlocked the door.
I am so sorry. I don't know where my head was at.
My goddamn room. What the hell?
Let me in my fucking room. So you insert the key into the lock, turn it, it clicks, and you hear the scuffling of boots again. So you push the latch and shove the door open. You're standing face to face with Cerberus Imacure. And he looks less than impressed to see you.
It's fucking mutual.
Lorelei,
Cerberus.
he looks back into the room. I'm sorry, is this your room?
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Forgive me, let me gather my things. He looks around the room. Oh, that's right. And then he just steps out and walks down the hall to the stairway.
I'm gonna search my goddamn room. I gotta know what the hell this guy did.
If you're gonna search, we've had this conversation. Just give me. You know what? There's nothing wrong with your room.
No?
No, he didn't take anything. There's nothing different. The only thing he did was lay in your bed.
Okay, I take the bed sheets and the mattress and I light a match.
Well, there's a fireplace in your room, so.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I make quick work.
Okay.
And I just kind of like gradually shove it into her place.
Just flames just whoosh up, setting the sheets on fire. So let's see. Russell, you're downstairs working on the door. Sir Darren, you're back in the main hall as well, correct?
Yes, sir.
Richter and Kenichi. What are the two of you doing? Are you still asleep? Are you getting up?
Guess I'd go downstairs and make breakfast.
Ah, first breakfast. All right. So we go downstairs and make breakfast. So it sounds like for the majority, the gang's all here, except for Lorelei, who's burning sheets. So as you are all,
And arson, I prefer.
as you are all,
Would wake up, roll out of bed, probably do like 100 push-ups, and then go down.
jeez,
He does
He's
it
like-
every single fucking morning. Yeah,
That's
he does,
a-
like,
there's another one for the T-shirt log. Somebody quote it.
yeah.
I get up and I do probably 100 push-ups.
The thing is, he does lose count. He just goes until he's tired, and then
He thinks, plot twist, he thinks it's 100, but it's actually like 4.
100. He's got a strength of 20, my guy.
Oh.
He probably does that many.
All right.
But he'll roll down, see a big pot of coffee, grab just a huge fucking tankard off, pour probably about half of it in, and just start drinking it. Not even sipping, just going good, good, good. Like large drinks of this hot coffee.
Fantastic. So as you all are like doing your various things in the main hall, you see one figure that you're not familiar with. Long, about 6'1", 6'2", full plate armor, great sword strapped to his side, long blonde hair and a very light complexion. Come just kind of nonchalantly shuffling down the stairs. He arrives at the base of the stairs and looks around the room and says, "Oh, well, it appears that it's breakfast time already. Glad to see you're all, if nothing else, punctual."
Who are you again? Why are you in our front hall? Someone explain to me, who is this?
I look over, I go, does someone want to say something before I say something?
Victor will hold his tongue.
He looks this gentleman. He strolls over to you. And he gets just all but like 3 inches from your face. And he looks
At
at
that,
you.
Richter will stand up.
Who I am is in fucking charge.
I
Well,
say,
when did you bloody well show up?
everyone, calm down. This is a headmaster of another chapter in the order that we're currently contracted to. He is Cerberus, the headmaster to the Order of the Knights Remnant in Icewind Dale.
Alright, so he came to... Wait a minute. Are you the one who broke the fucking door again?
I kind of
You
smirk.
owe me a new set of hinges, man.
I
Those
smirk at
bloody
that.
things don't grow on trees.
Awesome.
At this point,
Oh.
no. At this point, I'm trying to think of the best way to handle this interaction.
Sir Varen's like, he's got a point, damn it.
He's
They
out
don't
of
grow on trees.
he's out of line, but he's got a point. And he looks at you. And he says, "Well, then I guess you better fix the door."
It is bloody fixed. Twice now. If I'm doing it a third time, I'm taking out of your rear end.
I go, Cerberus, you should introduce yourself to the other members of the order, the recruits that will be taking their oath today. I say, allow me to introduce them. And I kind of start with our man Richter there. And I say, please, Richter, introduce yourself to Cerberus. He's renowned among the order and is the ranking senior member to the Knights Remnant.
Richter will stay standing. And he'll say, "Well, my name is Richter Grimm." He'll summon his brother Shadow, like right next to Sir Dearest, and say, "That there's my brother Ren." Wait, how the fuck did I know that? He actually stays in character saying that. And I hope it will be a pleasure working for you, but first impressions don't seem to add up to much.
You know, when I read everyone's conscriptions, I thought the same thing of this whole group.
Well, it's good to know that we're at least all mutually disappointed.
Ugh, this is not the bloody way to start the day. I'm going to eat breakfast.
He nods
Sir-
and sits back down and continues sipping his coffee. Has he taken any steps back from Russell?
He hasn't even looked at you. He's still looking at Russell.
Oh, Russell just turned and left.
Oh,
Oh, that's
the
it.
kitchen. I don't have time for
would
this.
not
I fixed
sit
the
down
door. I'm
until there
hungry.
was- Oh, okay, so Russell left. Well, whenever Russell left the room, Richter would sit down.
Oh.
I say, and then I say, you know, as I'm about to introduce Russell, and he's kind of walking back, I'm like, you've already met our local artificer. That's Russell. And I say, you know, as Russell's walking back, Russell, do you have anything to say that you haven't already to Cerberus?
Indeed, it appears you have a very useful door maker.
Steel hinges, not fucking brass. When we get replacements, don't you cheapskate on us, Mr. Bossman.
I laugh out loud to that, right? Like I go, he's feisty, but he's reliable in a battle. I go, his ingenuity and his ability to handle circumstances is as quick as his quick.
Looks around the room.
I go, the quiet one. He shows the most promise. And I look at him and I actually introduce him. In fact, my introduction to him was sending down an entire scaffolding down on, where are they, Drow? They were Drow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah. On Drow, his quick thinking, his agility. He's a foreigner from another land, but let me tell you, he definitely turned the tide of battle. I'll let him introduce himself.
My name is Yoshioka Kenichi. I'm from Kozakura. But you already knew that. Oh, and I think I'm getting a package delivered. Excuse me.
This character's like, ding.
Good to meet you. Goodbye.
I didn't even get a chance
Pleasure making your
for.
acquaintance. Yeah, I got a package.
I didn't even get a chance for rebuttal. Yeah, this is my name, but you already knew that. Fuck you, and then he just gets up and walks away.
It's so cold.
It is cool.
So cruel.
I see why he shows the most promise.
I love it.
100%.
Lorelai's got to hang out more with Kenichi.
All right.
You impressed me, man.
2 minutes. I'm gonna step off for just 2 minutes. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I guess I should get something to eat, I guess.
Are we live still?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool.
It's only 2 minutes.
Well, these left, so we'll toddle off.
Please,
Sounds like a good plan.
he comes back, we're all just fucking gone. Every single one of us is just, well, I guess we're not playing D&D for the day.
We don't come back for another 15 minutes.
Out of character, I'm sorry, I had to use command.
I really...
It's fine. It did not occur to me a second ago that you were speaking to me. You're good. You're good.
Also, Fia, I really like Lorelai. I really do. I hope that it's not coming off as...
No, she's a
personal
bitch.
dislike. Okay, yeah.
She's
Don't
Like-
worry, we'll redeem her soul.
Alright, I'll be right back, folks.
like she is awful, but she's awful in a way that you're kind of like, yeah, just I can tolerate this.
Man, I had so many lines prepared. But he's not gonna be out blatantly disrespectful towards the man. He's just gonna be mildly disrespectful towards the man.
All right. I
Lorelai will be
apologize for
very
that. There's like a tornado warning close by, so I wanted to make sure that everything was like fine.
Tornado
Mostly.
in what, Chicago? In Illinois?
Yeah.
Kyle, I have a question. Is
Yeah.
this an oath that Victor already agreed to keep tape whenever he accepted the money for the job?
You didn't get any money for any job. You were
He didn't get any money yet for signing up?
you
Oh, then I have to be paid.
you were conscripted because you owe a debt. Because you're everyone here's a criminal except for Sir Darren.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Aye.
You aren't getting paid shit. You're here because you have to be.
So, quick side note.
Indeed.
We've just introduced this guy. What's his name again? One more time. Sir
Varen.
Sir
Varys.
Varys?
Is it Virus
There's
or
I'm
Varys?
here.
I thought it was Varen.
Giving back my allegiance. You said he was conscripted. No, he would be assigned here. Conscription is when you're forced to join. He wasn't forced to join the order. He's already part of the join order. He's assigned or commissioned or sent to us.
Did you?
I think
That's
you just
fair.
ended up using conscript too many times in the same paragraph.
That's fair. Yeah, the way that we originally had it set up is that most had criminal backgrounds in
Right.
some capacity, so that's why it was just like. But yeah, that's probably a better word for it. You're right. So
Well, in his case, we are all conscripts except for Sir Darren, who's a volunteer.
right,
But Sir Varys is assigned to us, I guess.
right, yeah, he's
They're just
yes.
job as a caravan guard. And the caravan was full of just fucking stolen goods.
They weren't they slavers? I thought they were slavers, right?
Yeah, stolen goods, aka stolen people.
Human
Richter
trafficking.
dislike-
Yeah.
Richter has a deep dislike of slavery, so he would not work for slaves.
Not intentionally.
Literally.
Yeah, I was gonna say not. Yeah.
They were just
Um,
like, don't damage the merchandise.
So he was like, why is this merchandise asking for help?
It's got a speech spell on it or something, you know? It just says that sometimes.
Oh my
Animated.
goodness, what the fuck is going
All right,
on?
this is officially the strangest conversation I've had today.
Like, it's not. Well, they said it wasn't. They said-
I mean, a product
I'm mad
is a
because
product.
Richter
I
actually
guess.
has a +1 to intelligence. Like, he's not actually stupid. He just likes to make people think he's stupid. And sometimes he
Legitimate
forgets that he's
tactic.
smart. Sometimes he forgets that he's kind of smart.
is Kenji back? I can't see him.
Mr. One-Liner has returned.
Yeah, damn you and your one-liners.
Is he back? I can't tell.
I
He is.
think
He
he.
is.
Oh, there he is.
It-
He's like
it's
a.
like you're tapping.
He's like.
Can he hear us?
He's
Not
like
yet,
a.
I don't think. He uses earbuds or headphones, I think. I don't know.
He's like He's like a ninja.
I mean, his room is just total darkness.
Yeah, his room is very dark.
You see
He-
a glint moving.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of light in here. I can turn this light on, but it's not going to be that bright. You know, I'm turned on.
Get a lamp.
Get a ring light. They're like $12 at Walmart. What are you doing, man? No, I'm just kidding. This is a production. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's much better, actually, dude.
Yeah, we can see you. That's
Hell
We're
yeah.
performers.
I wasn't sure that the natural light coming in through the windows had dimmed enough for this to work, but I guess it has.
it's decent. At least we can make out who you are.
Yeah, no, it looks a lot better.
Yeah. We can see your beautiful face. So there's a lot of tense things happening right now. Kenichi introduced himself, and then was like, "Got a dip." He's like, Sir Virus is like, "Yeah, I know who you are."
And then I look at Lorelai.
I'm not
And then
down
say,
there.
No,
Oh,
Lorelai's not
I'm still
downstairs.
setting things on
Oh.
fire.
oh,
And
Speaking of which, there's probably just like a little bit of smoke coming out from underneath
it,
the
Do
door.
y'all smell that?
yeah. Actually, when I say to Sir Varys is I say, I go, the other member is currently not here. She seems to have quite this taste for you. It's apparent you already know her. I'm curious to hear about that.
what do you want to know? She
She was quite upset when I mentioned you were here.
I imagine she was. When you're forced,
Yeah.
when the only two options you have are spending the rest of your days in a prison or spending the rest of your days forced to do something that is completely against your nature, I don't see why she would be pleased at all. I'm confident she'll eventually bend to the guild's will, though. After all, what choice does she have?
That seems like a good recruitment method.
that's the motto for the Knights
had-
Remnant.
Great historical track
It's
record.
called the draft,
Train
my
them up, give them
friend.
the best weapons you can.
We've had people speaking who are in the front hall and are in the kitchen. Do we have like the door between them open and we're just all kind of talking back and forth?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
So
Or
was
from
there
the
actually
kitchen,
a
you'll
dwarf in
hear-
the kitchen?
Do what now?
Was there actually a dwarf in the kitchen? Because there's a dwarf in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's why I assume that
Can
was
we
supposed to
mention
be
the dwarf in the
Cerberus.
room?
What was his name?
I got it.
Sir Darren?
I'll put it up for you guys to see. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I did an NPC thing for him. Here we go. You gotta love. This is who it is.
In this, our groundskeeper.
His name? There is indeed a dwarf in the kitchen, Russell, when you go in there. He is cooking all kinds of food currently. And he turns to see you and he goes, "Hey! What are you doing in my kitchen?
I just wanted some bacon. Can I have some of that still in the pan?
Well, get out! Go! Shoot! Get out! Go! No! Get out! Go! Get out! Go!
Not
Get
gonna
out
have
here.
that breakfast, lad.
Bacon fluffy, goddammit.
I'll bring you breakfast.
Well then, thank you kindly, sir.
You sons of bitches.
Oi, there's none
So
of that. I
where
made
is
you coffee,
Spears,
didn't
and
we?
where the fuck is this conversation happening?
So rude.
I know. I thought we were just in the kitchen. The kitchen has the
Yeah,
table.
I
in it.
thought we
we
were
sit
all
at the
eating
table.
breakfast.
So
I mean, it's a
confused.
dining table,
There's a dining table in the hall, in the main hall.
Alright,
It's like, just wait, I'll bring your fucking food out. Go, fuck.
alright.
Oh,
There's no need to be so rude first thing in the morning.
Christ. He is in fact a Durgar. Gimnis has traveled with Cerberus to be the new resident caretaker of the estate.
So Spectre and I go to the dining room table and I'll take a deck of cards and we'll start playing a game while we wait for breakfast.
Lorelei, do you have any intention of coming down from your room?
Not if he's down there.
Jesus Christ.
Lorelei's gonna keep setting things on fire that he may or may not have touched. She is.
Just the whole room's in the fireplace.
I think like the only things that have been spared are the things that she has brought personally. But she does not have very many of those, so yes, most of the room is in the fire.
Sir Darren, Cerberus speaks to you. Do you remember that conversation that we had earlier?
How could I forget?
You know, I was thinking to myself, why put that off? It's a monumentous occasion. Why don't we just get that over with this morning after breakfast? Why don't you run up and fetch Lorelei, and we'll all have a nice meal together, like the brothers in arms that we should be.
If you insist, Cerberus, as always, your wish is at my command.
Did I see that interaction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I disbelieve the illusion.
I'm sorry?
If there's an illusion and it's you can, if you're like witnessing an illusion, you can try to disbelieve in it.
What do you think is the illusion? I'm curious.
I don't know, something about that doesn't add up right. Is this guy for real?
This guy's for real. Man.
He's 100% for real.
Yeah, this is Cerberus.
I,
The
I-
bastard.
When you kind of look at him, I say, I kind of like raise up my hand, like, look, listen, and I look at Cerberus. I go, Cerberus. I go, I understand what you want. The recruits are new to this, experienced in their own regards, but new to the order. you have to give some quarter here. I go, give me a chance to go get Lorelei. I'll see what I can do about bringing her down. But there's no need to be difficult with her. I understand that you have history with her, and you're the one that conscripted her. And I'm not exactly sure why you did that. She is quite difficult to manage. But again, I'll do what I can in the name of the order.
If I hadn't gotten her out of that prison, there wouldn't have been any prisoners left for it to be called a prison.
Of course, you granted
Yeah, right.
her mercy in your infinite wisdom. Of course, Sir Varys. And I kind of like, sort of like,
Just
has,
just kiss his ass. Yeah.
Make my way up the stairs to Lorelei's room. I knock on her door.
You see the smoke coming through underneath the door, and the door's locked.
That's why I knocked on it.
You're 100% confident that there's a fucking fire just burning that room down right now.
I say, Lorelei, could you please unlock the door and join us for breakfast? As I say this through the door.
You hear something banging, and it sounds like maybe, perhaps, you could possibly assume something else has been thrown into the fire.
I go, Lorelei, please, I'm begging, please, open the door, come down and join us for breakfast. I know you find Sir Varys despicable and blame him for your fortune, but you have committed, whether it was against your will or not, have been conscripted to the Order of the Knights Remnant. I go, he could make your stay here quite unpleasurable and painful. It hasn't been explained to you what needs to be done that keeps men and women and kin like you in order. It's not favored. I tend to not use that, but please know that he will use extreme measures to control or at least tame your spirit.
Not a word.
I pull out the amulet and I grab the master key to unlock her door.
The amulet separates, and this key is exposed. You can shove the key in the lock. Lock clicks. The door pops open.
I'm scared enough that I actually pull out my shield.
Just like slowly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I'm like, I know better, right?
Lorelei is just sitting very eerily calm in the center of her room, legs crossed and like crisscross. And she is surrounded by just smoldering debris of anything that had been in her room. And she seems so eerily calm, but you can see that all the way up to her shoulder and just before the glove on her left hand, she has clawed deep welts into her arm.
I look around. I inch. I don't actually go into the room. I just kind of inch slightly. I look and I say, Lorelei. I go, I know you're upset. This is your room and you can do what you want, but please, again, join us downstairs. And there's no need for that, as I point at her arm. I go, please, Lorelei, I'm asking in the name of Helen and all that is good and sake, please join us.
Do you think anything good matters to me?
Apparently not. Then do it for me, Lorelei, please.
Oh, you have left quite the impression on me, haven't you?
I
So
do.
much so that you feel I am in some way fond enough of you that I would do anything for you. Oh, certainly. Command me to do so. Why don't you?
I already apologized for that, Lorelai. It was necessary. Your obsession over those coins would not have allowed you to get any sleep, and we needed you to think. Cerberus wants us to take the oath sooner than later. And if
What?
you heard me. If the oath isn't fulfilled, you forfeit your life, Lorelai. You heard
My
me.
life is already forfeit.
At least under your terms. Please, it would be me that would have to strike you down.
Then hit me.
I will not. You will come down, Lorelai, please. If not, it will be Cerberus who comes up here and drags you down. And it's not going to be pleasant. With that, I look at her and I say, I will speak no more of this. If you come down of your own free will, it will be a much more pleasant experience than one that Cerberus will have to involve himself with. I'm not here to discipline you, Lorelai. I'm here to ask you. And with that, I excuse myself, I give myself a little curtsy, and I go downstairs. I look at the group. I know she gets along with Russell a little more, or not Russell, I'm sorry, with Richter. And I say, at the group, I look at all three of you as you're drinking your coffee, and Russell, and I say, hey, and I kind of cover my mouth so that Cerberus can't hear us. I go, Lorelai's being a little difficult. If anyone has any sway over her to bring her down, I really suggest they go and do that. If not, I'm afraid that Cerberus could become quite violent and induce pain to her. There's much to be said about the oath. It's a formality, but necessary.
No oath is a formality. Has breakfast shown up by this point?
Yeah, Gimnus is just like throwing out like platters of like bacon, eggs, mushrooms, other various things, just like all kinds of food. It's a good thing Cerberus and I arrived when we did. If we hadn't, you wouldn't have any good fucking food in this house.
Aye, thank you, half pint. Throw together a plate and grab an extra cup of coffee and head upstairs.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Take it easy.
Ken, do you want to try and take a shot at getting Lorelai to come down?
If she doesn't want to come down, maybe we shouldn't be trying to twist her arm to do so.
I mean, I guess we could always go up to her. It'd be a strange place to do the oath.
He's gonna need to take a shot just to deal with her. See what I did there.
Right. Russell
Rick will actually be like,
knocks on Lorelai's door.
in this?
Oi, lass, you want some breakfast? We got some coffee here as well.
There is still smoke coming out from underneath the door. However, the door swings open, and Lorelai is just standing there, a little bit ruffled, but wearing a long-sleeve shirt with absolutely no evidence of the completely crazed appearance that she had previously donned. And she kind of just like glares at you, grabs the coffee, and then shuts the door.
I'll poke the door. Does it open on its own again?
Yeah, she doesn't lock it.
If this is broken, I'm not fixing it.
It's not broken. It's...
Alright, that's good.
Wait, hold on. Did he break the goddamn door?
If he broke 2 doors in here, we're
Son
killing
of a...
him.
Son of a... No, he didn't break my door, as far as I know. But did
Okay.
he break the front door?
Yes.
God damn
Aye.
it. Son of a... It's like his thing. It sucks.
Oh, aye, he's been making friends all over today.
He's so good at
Cerberus,
that.
the door breaker.
Door breaker, right? And the door mender. You need mending, dude.
I do.
He's a breaker of some kind.
Look, lass, this guy's an asshole, and we've all figured that out, except maybe Darren, but I think even he's coming around to that point of view. The sooner we get what he wants done, the sooner he leaves and we can go back to our business.
I would sooner die.
Well, it seems like he likes that option.
Right.
And you know what? If you're that dead set on it, we're in Skullport. Den of thieves and criminals and other folk that are on the run. I'm not too fond of this fellow either, or this organization. If you say, we can make a run for it. Maybe grab Richter and come along. I think Kenichi might want to stay, but if you really want to go and try to make your own way in this hive of scum and villainy, and it's bad out there. We've seen that.
Wait, if I haven't taken the oath, then
You've taken an oath.
I have. No.
You've taken an oath. You've sworn your service.
No.
You just haven't.
I wouldn't say it out
Sir,
loud.
you haven't done the ceremony, the ritual.
I never would have promised.
Didn't have to promise.
Stick it to the man.
They made you sign a paper. That was part of being conscripted.
They probably cut my hand open and just slapped it.
No, they gave you a pen and paper.
No, I wouldn't. Oh shit! They probably used command to make me sign it. Son of a bitch.
There we go.
Bullshit.
That's how it happened. You got fucking shit.
Shanghai. All right.
A contract is a contract.
So
But
is-
I will take no oath.
As you have it, lass.
I look disappointingly at Russell when he comes down alone.
I go down with him.
Oh, okay.
I just have the
Okay.
full pot of coffee.
Okay. But then my reaction is thank gosh. Like I'm like, good man, Russell.
So
Sure,
now
a
that
lot
you're
of talking
downstairs, we
ladies.
can clearly see like all the welts and stuff on your arm.
No, she's wearing a long sleeve shirt, and there's no evidence. Just you guys can't tell that she has mutilated herself.
Russell goes and gets more bacon.
When you come down the stairs, Severus, he sees you, obviously. Just a small smirk across his face. He pulls out an empty chair. Oh shit! I definitely just almost knocked something off the table. He pulls out an empty chair beside him and kind of offers you a seat.
I'll sit down.
I grab the chair and I pull it all the way across the room.
Whatever
And then
works.
I turn it around backwards and I sit on it back.
Ah, the Riker maneuver.
Which is much better than the Picard maneuver.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And I just kind of glare at everyone around the room. Except for Kenichi. He hasn't done anything yet. And I guess
I
Richter.
gave you a bloody coffee. Come on. Russell's getting the glare. Alright.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Instead, I just glare at Varys and Sir Darren.
A lot of animosity in this party, more than I've ever had.
I agree.
A lot of-
These are two very different personalities.
Hey,
I love it. I love it. You guys are great. Thanks for saving me. I fucking hate you.
I didn't ask for this.
Well, now that we're all here, Lorelei, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Fuck off.
He's as charming as she is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Well, that wasn't fucking creepy at all.
It was sarcasm.
Are you calling Lorelai ugly?
Yeah, he just roasted the ever living shit out of her.
You dick.
Richter laughed at both of them.
It was also that's also what Cerberus is implying. He says, "So she's not charming at all. So you're right. Yes, I understand. This is a joke."
Wow. I laugh out loud at that.
You visibly see Richter, like, his jaw moves as he kind of bites his tongue in his mouth.
So Darren, that was an excellent joke.
Lorelai just kind of like scratches underneath her sleeve.
So, tell me everything about what I've missed since you've arrived in this wonderful city. Everything that I've missed.
I want to sing it.
How about you?
There's not bad booze here.
How about you, Mr. Russell? What have I missed so far since in my absence?
Well, I'd say your sense of humor, but you don't seem to be missing it much. Other than that, there was, the gambling den we uncovered, some kind of crazy fellow tried to threaten us and killed the Rakshasa, who was pretending to be a member of the guild. I'm pretty sure he works for the same gambling house.
But I'm
we
sorry.
uncovered.
The Rakshasa.
Aye.
You mean Resma, the scribe, who is a Rakshasa.
Oh,
Aye.
that explains things. Okay.
So,
So he really was a member of the guild. Okay, we thought when we found a demonic creature dead on the floor that he had been pretending and killed the real scribe.
that seems a
Well,
tad
we really
bit.
take whatever we can get, don't we?
He looks directly at Lorelai. Whatever
Well,
we can
alright.
get, indeed.
So, you see, this is a wee bit of a problem. Because we found 2 summoning circles here, and we figured one of them had brought the Rakshasa. But if you're saying he was a guild member and got here on his own 2 legs, that means there's not 1 but 2 demons somewhere wandering around the city. So, that just doubled our number of problems.
Yeah, I picked up a fiendish sense when I arrived. One was definitely, probably the now dead Resma, and then there was, well, another one of her. Points at Lorelai.
Do you still sense it?
You know, it's weird. I did when I first arrived, but I don't sense it now. There was definitely another. Something else.
Right.
When did
You
you
should
arrive?
ask. You should ask your friend over there. I'm sure she would know something about it.
When did you arrive?
It was late night. I mean, early morning, late night, around 4 a.m.
So whose watch was that in the middle of?
Sir Darren's.
That was also when Lorelai was in the vault.
Mm,
And he broke my fucking door.
But we don't know that.
right.
You don't know that.
I don't know.
Darren, were you watching the door?
I caught. Actually, I found Lorelai in the vault. She was seemed rather upset. She was looking for something I assume were the soul coins.
Sir Virus is clearly taken aback at this. Soul coins.
Oh, aye, we
Yeah.
liberated those from the gambling den.
Liberated, I'm sure.
Aye. Oh, we certainly were going to leave such powerful objects in the
Soul-
hands of rapscallions like that.
Soul coins, plural. Multiple? As in more than one.
Several.
If you
Oh,
can count that,
damn,
aye,
boy.
Several.
Oh, damn, you about to be. Either very happy or very upset.
Thousands, in fact.
Thousands of soul coins.
I came around to.
I'd like to see these right away.
They're in the vault. I don't have that combination, I believe. And I point at our Durgar butler there.
Hmm?
They're not there.
Say what now?
What?
What do you mean they're not there?
Lorelai, what did you do?
Wait. No jumping to conclusions. Last
They
tells
were
what you know.
gone.
He
when I
just
got there.
he just said that she was in the basement with the vault alone. And now she's saying that the coins are gone and that they're not in the vault. So what?
Let's go down there and take a look for ourselves. No offense, lads, but your head was not exactly in a good place last night. You were a wee bit tired. Are you sure you just didn't miss them?
They were not there when I looked.
Give me a deception check.
I'm not telling this guy shit.
Do we all get
Actually-
insight that?
You can all insight that. Actually, Lorelai, it's not gonna do you. I didn't even think about this. I have this feature and I should have used it.
No!
I'm a
I shouldn't have said anything.
fool.
Russell rolled a natural 1 and completely believes her.
Good lord.
I rolled a
Lorelai
16.
would never lie to you.
Look at Richter with a 21. You the man.
I mean, when you let everyone roll, odds are somebody's gonna get it.
Yep.
But Richter ain't gonna say shit. Richter's just gonna be
Some
like,
of you
Richter's a ride or die.
Some of you can tell right away that Lorelai is not being forthcoming with information. Cerberus gets up from the table, walks over to you, crouches down to where his gaze just meets yours as you're sitting in a chair. And he casts Zone of Truth.
Oh. That's what it's come down to. Awesome.
I said, I want to know everything.
I don't know where the coins are.
Where were the coins when you went down to check on them? Did you have any company, Lorelai? Anything you'd like to tell your friends here?
No. Nothing I would like to tell. Hold on. Nothing I would like to tell them.
I think that you should tell us what happened when you went downstairs.
I would like to insight
What?
Cerberus to see if he knows what happened to him, or see if he knows more than he is letting on.
No, he doesn't know anything. I'll give you that. I'll give you that for free. He knows absolutely nothing. He is 100% trying to call Lorelai's bluff. Why don't
Technically,
you?
Lorelai doesn't have to lie or tell the truth. She still gets to make a charisma saving throw first,
Yeah. And we know when she succeeds it or not.
Right.
or the caster does.
Go ahead. Go ahead and make your charisma saving throw.
Oof.
What's your roll?
13. So, like I said, what happened when you went downstairs, Lorelai?
Coins are not in the vault. I don't know where they went. I don't know who took them.
All right, well, let's go look for clues. I mean, it's a bloody vault. Someone getting in there to take him had to leave evidence of their passage.
God damn, this place has terrible security.
Cerberus.
Careful, Richter.
Sir-
We are the security.
I was about to say. Cerberus turns to you, Richter, and he goes, "You are the security."
Man, we got here yesterday. You know how long we worked yesterday? We were up for like 14, 18 hours just doing work the whole damn time. Some of the work was more
And?
pleasurable than other parts.
Your point is,
I mean, you're the one who's in charge. I think it's your responsibility to take. The guy who was responsible is dead. Also by means of his own construction, as it was his responsibility to make sure that the area was secure.
you know what I think it's rather cute that
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
you find this situation humorous.
I'm not laughing, am I?
Mind your tongue.
Respectfully, sir.
I know
Sir,
you.
I'm
No, you.
apologetic. What? About
You
my
listen.
tongue is fine.
You listen to me.
I'm listening, sir.
Mind your tongue, or you won't have one.
Oh, I go, Cerberus, come on.
That's not necessary, is it?
I go, it is not. I go, Cerberus, I understand that you're very short with us, but you know better than this. Leading men is more than just simple idle threats. You can always catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
At the threat to Richter, Russell prepares a firebolt. He just kind of plays the flame between his fingers.
Lorelai glances over at the other Grim brother.
And then I say, hold on. I go, we can send Gimnus to go take a look at the vault, just to confirm that the coins are there or not. We can clearly see that Lorelai's being very evasive with her answers, but we cannot drag it out of her, and we will not be interrogating her here, or will we be doing that, Cerberus? We will not. I will not allow it.
Gymnast,
We'll just
go check the vault, please. Oh, hey, right, he takes off, like, hustling down out of the room, down the stairs. You hear him trip about halfway down the hallway. Ah, shit. Kind of helps relieve some of the tension in the room. It's very quiet for like the next 10 minutes. There's a lot of tension. Cerberus doesn't say anything. He just finds his seat at the table and just waits. A few minutes later, Gymnus comes back. Sorry, my lord, I can't find any sign of him. Don't see any coins anywhere, nor a chest neither. Well, I suppose if they were never the guilds to lose anyway, so no harm, no foul. Maybe it's for the best that they were lost.
Lorelai fully stabs herself in the wrist with her nail. Beneath her sleeve, so that once again, it is hidden.
I look at Cerberus. I go, Cerberus, if we're going to do the oath, let's be done with it. The sooner you do this, the less. Just get on with it already. If we're going to do it informally because you want it done, then let's just do it in the grand entrance of the estate.
You know, have another matter I'm going to attend to first. We'll do that when I return.
Of course.
And
Do you need a security detail, sir?
I don't think that will be necessary. And then he... I almost said he gets up and kicks the door open and walks out, but...
Totally says he leaves.
Can Lorelai insight to see what the implication of "I don't think I will need that" was? Like, what's he gonna do?
The implication is that he's a high level character and doesn't need no security detail.
I know,
When-
but I
when-
want to know what he's doing.
I think we'd
When
have to
he
follow him for that. I think we
Yeah.
have enough information.
when he leaves, I explain to the party. I say, listen, I go, there's things that you're not understanding. I go, the oath is more than just a conscription of your actions. I go, it is a blood-bound, honorable thing that has been entrenched with magic for the last 5 decades. I don't understand it, but I have seen men, women who have taken the oath, as we all have. This is just a ritual of formality, who can suffer greatly under the hands of those that are ranked above us, through harm and infliction, and they will not hesitate to have you killed with just a simple wave of their hand. I know this is a secret that's been kept from the majority of the recruits and not said freely, but here I stand before you, naked to the truth of it all. I know I don't understand the magic behind it, but it is casted by an archmage of level of the order, and not easily dispelled. I go, this is how they control members of the order who refuse to play along with their commands. And I have for no doubt, Lorelai, that he has no love for you and would end and forfeit your life immediately. And I don't
Right.
want that, and I don't want that to happen. I go, there are ways to free yourself from the order. You have to fulfill your contract. That is the only way. That, or you forfeit your life. I go, so this talk of escape, this talk of resistance is all futile. And it simply will not happen. They will not have of it. There are many stories that I can go on of Knights of the Remnant going after deserters, killing them, torturing them, and making examples of them. You wouldn't be the first, and I doubt that we will be the last.
Well, this
Lorelai-
sounds like a. Go ahead.
Lorelai pulls her thumb out of her wrist. It is covered in blood. And she glances over it, and kind of like licks it off. It's her own blood. Quit it. And she says, "It's not an oath. We're not going to lie, but it's an oath. It's enslavement.
It is.
And you would know exactly what that looks like. As a superior, of course. Wouldn't you?"
I say your words are true, Lorelai. We are slaves to the oath. If that's how you wish to see it, then that's what we are. Some of us, such as I, willingly have taken this oath. I will die fulfilling this oath. My term of enlistment is life.
And what do you think mine is?
I'm shocked by that, actually. When I hear that, I go,
What's up?
Sorry. What is Richter's terms of enlistment? Like, how long does he have to serve?
Till the guild feels that the sentence has been carried out.
Okay.
It's an indefinite period of time.
like to
Sorry
think that
interrupt.
Lorelei's doesn't say.
I apologize.
I like to
Fun-
think that Lorelei's contract does not say for life, but says until death.
It says eternity. No, I'm just kidding.
That would make sense. That would. that would
when
fit.
Richter says that, I go, listen, the
No,
organization.
that was not a character question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So actually, the only person here who has the shortest sentence period is Kenichi, and his is only for 10 years.
So, and let's stop calling it an oath then, because then for all of us, it's a geas, is what you call this kind of spell then.
I guess.
Is-
Let's say it.
A guess, and I say a guess. I don't know what that is. Do you?
Compulsion, magical
Mind
compulsion.
I go. I'm not versed in that level of. I mean, I've heard of what it is. Explain it for the others, as I'm not quite sure I understand it.
Yes, magical compulsion forces you to act in a certain way, basically without someone having cast a spell. You basically think of it as a permanent form of command in some cases, or simply a magically inclined dist. But the idea is it is basically a magical contract forcing you to do certain ways, and there's various sorts. There, one of the more famous ones, a fellow from my homeland, a wizard who famously learned to cast exactly one spell. A gash that on both he and the target of the spell forced them to fight in single combat. No one, they couldn't leave the area. No one could interfere. They were magically stopped from doing so until the combat was finished and one of the men was dead. So wizard used it to end duels, as you would say. But so essentially, it's a magical contract that until the terms are met, the person under it is subject to certain controls, which change depending upon the spell. In this case, it seems like we would be under how to put it, under the orders of the order, as you say, enforced not necessarily through magical compulsion, but magical pain. So, well, it's one of the ways that such a spell can manifest until our contracts are up. This seems like a system that's ripe for abuse. I mean, take Chucklehead over there as an example. Just because he doesn't like Lorelei means he can treat her like shit and do all sorts of stupid crap. And he's just
I was gonna say, you guys all know that over the last 50 years, when the Knights Remnant was started, it was a very noble and proud guild. But as the years have gone on and dragged on, and it's become less of a guild house and more of mercenaries for hire, things have changed a lot. And the higher ranking officials still try to play it off like there's a lot of nobility, and that it's for glory and honor, and you're doing your duty. But it's 100% the polar opposite of that now.
So they still net recruits like Darren, but it's mostly
Right. They have
gutter sweepings like
right,
us.
right. They have knights that are like the poster boys of their organization, but they know that the best way to get things done is just to force a bunch of expendable individuals into situations that they have no control over.
So my question is, in character, when does the spell take effect? When we say the words of the oath, or when we are forced to sign those papers leaving the prison?
I 100% love that you knew automatically that that's what it was. Just from the discussions that you guys have had in character.
Makes sense.
So, Sir Darren, you know how this works, having seen it before. When this spell is cast on all of you, as an oath, when you take your oath, It is a verbal oath, and then it's a physical spell that they cast on you, and it lasts until it is ended by either one of the spells. There are certain spells that can obviously break it, or it's removed by the person who placed it.
So I say, look, I don't understand the mechanics of it all, but I can tell you that they take it quite seriously. I have always suspected over the years that the masked lords of Waterdeep are the ones secretly funding the Order to do surgical strikes and do their bidding, which is why we're here. The Knights Remnant did not start here in Skullport, contrary to the belief of others that are here. They were an organization that dealt with all types of matters in protection of the Sword Coast. That tends to be their area of expertise. Much like the Purple Dragons of Cormyr and the War Wizards of Cormyr, or the Sembian Knights of Sembia, the Sword Coast has the Knights Remnant. They are a much less glorified order than, say, the Great Force or the City's Watch in Waterdeep. And it's been so convoluted over the years, and there was some great catastrophe that most of the written history of the Order has just been word of mouth. I don't even know subtle details, and I pride myself on the history of the Order.
In fact, one of the only things that remains in place from the original Order is the Order of the Dark Ones, which is like, obviously you are all a group of well-trained individuals, but imagine having yourselves, and when there's a job that's too tough even for you, it's the equivalent of calling in the Navy SEALs. The Dark Ones are the Knights Remnant's special forces. A covert operations team. They're the ones that go track down deserters, or people that break oaths, or anything else that they're asked to do.
I've met any of them.
You have. One of them was
Fuck.
just standing in the room.
God damn it.
That's what I was about to say. Sir Darren, you know all about Sir Virus because you've been on a mission with him to hunt down deserters. And they didn't have enough bodies, and they were like, take Sir Darren.
Richter looks around the room and says, "Alright, well, Sir Darren respects it and recognizes that it's got problems. Lorelei fucking hates it. Me and Russell seem to be thinking similarly.
I don't
What
like
about
the
you,
fact
Ken?
that it's a kill switch.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of that myself. I mean, my brother survived. I might have a family immunity, but
I go on to tell you, in my experience, they rarely pull this switch. It's used. It's rarely used. Only
What's the
for the
switch?
most difficult and most unmanageable. As I look at Lorelei,
but the switch does this, doesn't it?
it does what it does. I have seen it inflict incredible pain and death.
I'll honor my agreement. It was either serve 15 years or
And I
get out and join the mercenary guild.
and I say this, but I can tell you truthfully and honestly that I have seen them release members of the Order who have fulfilled their contract. It's all a matter of perspective. If you do a deed that outweighs the crime or injustice that you've committed in your past, they hold true to it. It's the only way it works. So please know that if you do an honorable act, an act of sacrifice that outweighs the very thing that brought you here, you'll be free of that oath.
Honorable act like, say, killing a bunch of fucking slavers.
Again, it's all a matter of perspective. I don't dictate those terms. The order does.
While this is all going on, this conversation is going on, I'm gonna grab the pot of coffee and make it look like I'm trying to fill Lorelei's cup up, and with my other hand I'm gonna try to raise her left sleeve.
Lorelai is also holding a pot of coffee. So
There is
Yes, man.
there is
Yes.
there is only one pot of coffee.
damn it.
So are you
on,
telling me
come on.
that you're both holding the same pot of coffee?
I was waiting, looking for,
Oh.
some kind of opportune moment. So even if you're holding the pot of coffee, I would have waited for you to put it down or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
Jesus.
sitting backwards in a chair. Where am I putting it?
On the table.
I'm away from the. I'm across.
She's
the
across the room.
You're across the room with your cup of coffee. He comes over with the pot to refill it for you, and at that
Yeah.
point he tries to.
Give me a sleight of hand, Kenichi.
You can do this, bro. Come on. You're good for it. I know you are.
Ooh.
What, 13? Oh no, what was the number?
11,
Just
I
to
think.
just to move her sleeve though.
I mean, I feel like with her passive, she'd notice that.
Yeah.
Notice, sure.
She could notice it,
Yeah.
but
Obviously, you're gonna
Stop it.
notice it.
Can I absolutely just stop him?
give me a athletics check.
You can also
Give me
use,
a slide of
Or acrobatics.
or acrobatics, whatever.
Let's do acrobatics.
Technically, if it's sleight of hand,
I think she does it.
What's your, this
Oh.
your 20?
No,
Not quite,
Oh.
but I have a
close.
+9.
Oh, fuck.
Oof.
Put the nat 20 on any of my best skills for me, except for athletics. My athletics is really good.
Kenichi,
Not
before you even get your hand to the sleeve, she just puts your wrist in a vice grip.
come on, you might need bandages. It's like you pull a thumb full of blood out of there.
Thimble with blood.
Yeah.
Completely
and-
forgot that I did that.
And then I from wherever she's at, even if I have to like shout, I say, self mutilation is not anything to be proud of. Lorelai.
Lorelai lets go of Kenichi's hand, and she's gonna go back down to the basement.
Wait, what about these bandages?
Fuck your bandages!
Lorelai says mockingly.
No, I don't say that.
It's canon now.
No, I don't quote "fuck your chicken strips."
Yeah,
I don't. No.
Fuck your bandages.
Oh god. We found another one.
Bandages.
Fuck your
Damn it.
bandages.
Fuck your bandages.
Alright.
If we have some time, I think after breakfast, Richter will head down into the training area that I see down there.
Have you ever seen Kung Fu Panda?
No.
I have, and I thought it looked very similar.
It is the training room from Kung Fu Panda.
Awesome.
I like that training room. I had to look everywhere for that thing.
It's really cool.
Victor is up against one of those things. It's basically just the weighted punching bag that has a huge weight at the bottom and always returns up. He's just boxing that with a dulled weapon. Or sparring it.
Alright.
So that's what this one is.
Alright. What time is it? We've been for 2 hours and 20 minutes. let's take a 10-minute break as we're doing the group's doing various things. So it is 9:35. We will return at 9:45 Central Standard Time. So we'll see you guys in just a few minutes.
Russell is going to reinforce the doors so that
All right.
Put a
I'm not
fucking
fixing it a
mirror
third time.
We'll be right back, guys.
After these messages. No, just kidding.
Yes.
for that.
All right. Here we are. We're back. Richter is currently training like Po from Kung Fu Panda. In the gym that is literally just the gym from Kung Fu Panda, the training center.
I mean, what else is he gonna do? Is he
Exactly.
gonna go out and get fucking robbed again? Like, no. He's actually got money right now.
So what are the rest of you guys doing?
Reinforcing the doors.
That's right, reinforcing the doors. Lorelei, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of like aggressively sorting through training knives, just like figuring out what we have, and occasionally stabbing the table just to test it,
Violent sulking. I like it.
and then moving on.
Great, I love it. Sir Darren.
I'm probably practicing my swordsmanship in the basement.
Okay. Kenichi?
As Lorelai got up to leave, I probably would have followed her with the bandages to try to see if I could just, sneak a peek of whatever's going on with that arm. And failing that, I'd go downstairs to train some too.
Alright. So what I hear is the entire party is downstairs preoccupied, and no one is upstairs paying attention to... Oh, that's right, you're fixing the door. You're fixing the door, I forgot.
Literally at the means of entrance.
And no one is on the second floor paying any attention to...
Oh no.
Oh no, we lost Ray.
Okay.
My door is locked. My door is locked. Honestly, I probably would have summoned... Never mind, I can't proceed through it. I wouldn't do that.
Ray, we lost your camera.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay. All right. So, Russell, working on the door. Yes, I will remember that you are there, working on the door.
I will fortify this position. I can't do the door voice.
Everyone else downstairs training montage. This literally just I'll make a man out of you from Mulan.
The metal version.
The metal version. Anyway.
I mean, if Sir Darren and Kenichi are downstairs, Ricky would probably challenge them to a wrestling match.
Oh dear God. That's cool. You can do that. No, you guys can wrestle. Cool. That's free actions.
Or fist sparring. I don't know.
Whatever you guys would like to do.
Sparring people is better than sparring dummies.
Russell.
You.
As you're like closing the door, testing the hinges, putting some oil on the hinges, making sure that like these are nice. You managed to find some nice hinges laying around. As you're like closing the door, you're like, you push the door closed. The door swings open, all the way open, like back against the wall open. And standing on the other side of it is Cerberus, and he's covered in blood.
Of course he is.
You better not have killed the cook.
Make sure to wipe your feet on the mat.
Yes.
We just finished up cleaning up the main hall, okay? We can't have any more blood in here.
Hey, hose that shit off on the lawn, alright?
Gimnus is like at the far end of the room, like he's just finished mopping the floor, and he looks up and he's... and he just keeps mopping.
Alright, where have you been?
Fighting some strange, ungodly creatures.
One of them didn't look like a night elf on some kind of... Excuse me, a drow on some kind of drugs, did he?
One of them looked like a creature from the pits of the Nine Hells. Would you please gather the others?
Alright, shut downstairs. Oi, lads and lass! the boss fella's back, and he's been a wee bit busy. Come on up here.
Richter will immediately run upstairs, like lightly jogging. He stands at attention in the main hallway.
Yeah, Varys is kind of an a-hole, but he's been in a hard fight, so I'll hand him a drink of water or something.
Virus, he like takes the tankard of water and he just drinks the whole thing. He sets it down. He starts popping cuffs and straps on his armor and just starts letting it fall to the ground as he takes it off. You can see now that he's gotten the majority of his breastplate and shoulder sections off. You can see he's got a cut that runs from like his shoulder down and swoops all the way down across his chest and then continues to go down the right side of his body. Now, the nasty thing about this is everyone here has seen what I'm about to describe to you. Along the edges of the cut, or the lash, or however you'd like to refer to this as, there is this purplish green substance that's spreading across the length of the cut itself.
Oh, that's not good.
Darren.
Yeah. I look forward. I go, have you been poisoned? Diseased?
I don't know. Just
I go over, touch him, give a quick prayer to help, and I will spend 5 for poison, see if that works. If it doesn't, I'll spend 5 for disease.
between both of those, you think that it is starting to subside. It looks like it's starting to subside, and it's weird. It's like drawing itself back from it stops spreading and starts retracting back up and out of the wound and starts like rolling out this purplish greenish pus like goo out of the wound. At which point he kind of pulls his sword out and stabs it into the floor and grabs it with both hands and kind of collapses to his knees, and he's just hanging on to the sword, trying to keep from passing out.
Moving to a couch.
Lorelai, coming in last, has stomped up the stairs, occasionally stabbing training knives into the wall as she goes up, and just leaving them there.
Well, we can't have nice things.
You gotta live here,
I'll help move to the couch and throw in a cure wounds while I'm at it, just to help out.
As soon as Lorelai spots this, her face just kind of goes pale.
Alright, so whatever that crap was, same thing what killed Cornelius and the, I am a forgetful idiot, but Russell has a keen mind. What was the Rakshas's name again?
Resma.
Resma.
Hi. Same thing that killed Cornelius and Resma, and I'm forgetting all the names today. The guy we're hunting, the guy who killed the Rakshasa, brother to
Kala. Kala is who you're hunting.
Oh, he is Kala.
Yeah.
Okay, what's his brother's name?
Marin.
Marin. I'm going to write that down before I forget again. Kala and Marin. Right.
Think Nemo's dad, and then call him.
Whatever works.
Call him Nemo's dad.
You will not turn my campaign into a Disney movie.
Not with that attitude.
Lorelai's a goddamn princess, and I know it.
Alright, so,
Demon
the evil
princess.
fella you mentioned, That'd be Kala. He's been going around here saying something about bringing on an apocalypse.
He kind of coughs and spits a little bit. Is that little bastard's name?
Oh, hey, you didn't happen to take a piece of him, did you?
You know, I thought I did. It's really funny. I thought I cut off one of those arms, but it just grew right back.
Alright, well, we'll collect the rest later.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Also,
Would I remember anything from my time being poisoned with this? However brief it may have been.
Well, you're in a different situation with the poison. You're not poisoned anymore.
I know, but would I have remembered what that felt like?
It felt like your bones were on fire.
Great. Would I have remembered what I would have absolutely wanted most in that situation?
To die.
Great.
Yeah. 100%. It felt like your bones were on fire, and every time you moved, it felt like your veins were made of broken glass.
All right. Lorelai was going to try to be nice, but now I'm just going to be a dick. Lorelai goes over to Gymnus and says, I am so happy to see you.
Hey, it's nice to see you as well.
It has been ages. Is he still being a dick?
Looks at Cerberus, who's obviously coughing up blood in the middle of the hall. He's always a dick.
You know, if you ever need an out, like, just, you know, I know a guy. So...
No, they pay me too well to leave. I can't. I'm not leaving.
I know, but like.
No, they paid me too well. What are you talking about? No.
Like, imagine, like, you know, not having to worry about that anymore.
Imagine being broke and living on the street.
I don't have to.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but if you don't mind, I'm gonna go clean the kitchen.
All right, fair enough. Stay safe.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
We can't let him die. I go, if anyone has anything to help him or relieve his suffering, this is the time.
Well,
I believe a security detail may have helped him.
As a matter of fact, he doesn't exactly need help at this particular moment. Shit. Sorry. Great, that's cool. Sorry, my internet's loading really slowly. So thanks to you who used the J word earlier. So everyone.
No idea what you mean, lad.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, so we're going to we're gonna lay on hands ourselves, Cerberus is. Cause fuck it, why not?
Can you describe how he touches himself?
Oh, dude. You had to go there.
Like, he goes, lay on hands.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Can't do it.
Oh god.
Can't take you
And
guys
then
anywhere.
he says, he goes, touch it now. Order, I must live to fight another day.
No. No. Him down now. Just let him die.
speaking in multiple languages, in Orcish, and in Infernal, and Abyssal, and
Actually, guys.
Don't condemn the infernal language.
It's weird. He casts power word kill on not Richter but Brian.
Guys, I'm having some technical issues, briefly here. So we're gonna go to our starting soon slide, and I'm gonna try and resolve these for a few minutes, and then we'll come back in just a few minutes if we can. I just want to make sure I can get this fixed really quickly.
You're
So
back.
let's. All right, sorry guys, we'll be right back.
we're no longer recording, right?
We'll look at my amulet.
We're live. Perfect. Hey guys, sorry about that brief interruption. Just want to make sure we don't have any issues with the stream, but we're back and I think we're fine now. So, let's pick back up where we were at, which was Cerberus having some health complications. More specifically, he was touching himself.
I forgot I said that.
So here we are. He seems to feel a little bit better after doing that.
Oops, he does.
One of those days.
Oh my goodness. All right. Kind of indicates that I think he's got a couple friends that are lurking about. Might be best to try and nix that. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of.
Did you get a good look, friends?
Try to be a little bit more specific, fuck ass.
Who's standing next to him right now?
I think Richter is. I think
Probably
Richter.
me. I think it was Russell and Richter who helped him over to the couch.
I need you both to make strength checks. As he lets strength. Just make a straight strength roll. Well, is it strength athletics for grapple?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And defensively, also alternatively, dexterity acrobatics.
The attacker has to use athletics, and the defender can use acrobatics or athletics.
All right. If you would both be so kind as to roll me strength athletics checks for grappling.
Yeah, I suck at this.
As he lets go of the sword and all but lunges at Lorelei. In a moment of distress, it's understandable. Oh, I didn't have my... Oops.
Is he at disadvantage because he's heavily poisoned?
He's not poisoned.
Okay.
We fixed that, remember?
Good.
Might not should have done that.
He bolts up, shoving Richter aside, and lunges. And Lorelei, I need you to make a dexterity acrobatics check.
Can I uncanny dodge this?
You haven't taken
Until you
damage
take
yet.
damage.
You haven't taken any damage yet.
Just straight dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
Acrobatics, I think.
It's acrobatics.
Hell yeah! We all know how that one could go.
A 24 beats a 23.
Nice.
As he reaches, he momentarily slips his hand around your neck, and you just pull back out of it.
Alright,
Sir
let's
Darren.
calm down and
Sir
drop
Darren.
the taunts on the injured man.
Yep.
Get this woman out of my sight.
I just look at Lorelei. I'm sure she's gonna move herself.
She flicks off Cerberus, and then walks out the door. Just outside.
He
Would you like me to go keep a watch on her?
I don't give a fuck where she goes. Just let her go.
Richter thinks to himself, damn, I almost got out of here.
Lorelei very distantly hears this. She's like, yes, I'm free.
No, he doesn't say that out loud. He thinks that to himself.
No, I know that.
Here's yeah.
I hear Varys.
Hey. Okay. Sorry, I was reading a note that was passed to me.
You got to share with the class.
No, I don't think I will. Anyway, God, that completely took all of my attention.
Someone got a spicy nose.
Anyway, so Sir Varys kind of lands in a crumpled heap, exhausted on the floor.
As you do.
As you do when you have no energy and try to attack someone.
I think that Richter would pick him up and put him back on the couch. Respectfully and with grace, or as much as he could.
Sure. Lorelai. You obviously very angry, very upset about the whole turn of events that's taken place this morning. Now
I'm angry
it's
about that, but I'm real smug right now.
you make it about 8 blocks to the south of the estate.
If she's not just walking like out the door to walk around the ground,
How- yeah,
she's
I guess
not back in more than like 30 seconds, I would go.
No, I
chase
straight
after
up just
her.
leave.
I was gonna say if you that's a viable thing. Are you just leaving?
I go for a walk. I go
Okay.
for a long, long walk.
So Kenichi, you're going to follow her? Alright. Are you following at a distance? Or are you just gonna catch up with her?
I think, given the current set of circumstances, I'd say, hey, wait up, and try to catch up with her.
Lorelai will wait for you, although begrudgingly so. But she'll wait for you to catch up, and then she'll keep walking.
So you both make it about 8 or 9 blocks away. You start getting kind of close to the area where, like, you start to head in the direction of the gambling den that Marin runs. And as you round the corner, illuminated faintly by the purple ghostly lights that illuminate parts of some of the streets, about 150 feet away, you see a tall figure clad in black plate mail. Pulling a massive, like definitely a great sword, like a solid black bladed great sword, out of another person who looks vaguely familiar.
We just know everybody.
As a matter of fact, one could say that these two gentlemen look a lot alike.
Oof.
Lorelai fucking books it.
Yeah, it's time to
Specify
go.
away or toward the action.
Towards, absolutely towards.
Oh shit! Like you're like Lorelai books it, and Kenichi's like, yeah, it's time to go. No, like towards the problem.
That's all I'm saying. We didn't specify.
Lorelai has made one friend in this city, and she's very angry today. She's not losing that. So.
What's your movement speed?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're not in
So-
combat anyway, so you book it.
Yeah.
We'll say, and you come within 20 feet. By the time you get up on this, you definitely realize this is one Kala Sacred Forge. And he looks at you and smiles. and he jams the sword in the ground. What's the range on that? Oh, yeah.
One of the tokens moving in circles.
And he casts Hold Person on you.
What do I roll?
You need to
think that's
succeed it on a Wisdom saving throw.
Great. We all know I'm great at those.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. How'd we do?
11.
We didn't.
The odds
We
are
didn't
she
do. That's how we did. We didn't.
Now. It's not polite to interfere in family disagreements, young lady. And he just turns from you, and he picks up the sword. Kenichi, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab Lorelei and run.
Okay. So you're gonna also move lots of feet?
Yes.
He only has 2, so
Boo.
Wow! Boo! Let's see.
I have no regrets.
No regrets?
No regrets.
This is the bad jokes episode.
Okay. Damn. So you come running up, and you grab Lorelei's arm. Lorelei, can you make another Wisdom saving throw?
Wars. 9.
It is not my day.
Kenichi, it would appear that Lorelei is not wanting to move.
But I can just pick her up, right?
I
She's
mean,
like frozen in place.
Theoretically, yeah, you could just pick her up.
He would not be happy about that.
You'll be a lot happier when you're not dead. You can be mad at me all you want as long as you're still breathing.
Fair enough.
So you're there.
I'm just gonna say, sorry, we didn't mean to get in the middle of this.
He looks at you. He drops Hold Person on Lorelei. He looks at both of you. He says, "You tell Sir Virus to tell the Lords of Waterdeep that war is coming for them." And
At
with
least we agree on something.
that, he takes the sword and he, with a full swing, beheads Marin. And then he just walks away in the opposite direction.
Wait, can I get your autograph?
Ah.
Please. I have been trying to stab that man for years. Virus, that is. I've been trying to stab him for years.
He stops. He turns halfway. And he looks over his shoulder at you. And he says, "Don't worry. I have plans for you."
Oh no.
And then he turns and he walks for probably about another 40 or 50 feet. And then he disappears. And this like magical black ball of energy just kind of wisps away.
Oh, I was gonna examine the corpse. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, let's loot it.
No!
Yes. Always.
Goddamn coroner's report!
That's fine. You can read the report. I'll take the loot.
God, where's the law?
We are
Why
the
are
law.
we the law? Why am I the lawful one here?
That is an excellent question.
Dead men have no use for rings.
Or gold, or maybe soul coins.
I want my soul coins, okay? It's not the same.
You know, like I was telling you last time, you should have just used those soul coins to buy your freedom. Now they're gone.
Well, you know what? Maybe I was gonna do something else with them. You know, like maybe, I don't know, stick it to the man. Throw a whole bunch of soul coins loose.
Now.
Set a whole 1,000 or so souls free. Huh?
That was the first thing that I said. We should have done that at the casino.
At the casino? That would've been
Yeah.
stupid.
No, that would have made a bigger splash. Think of our
Absolutely
reputation.
not.
So while this conversation is being had, Sir Darren, Russell, and Richter, you guys are familiar with like the story of Santa Claus, right? How on like
Richter still believes.
on in the darkness, Santa Claus comes and lands on the roof, and you can hear the hoof prints of the reindeer before he descends down the chimney to bring wonderful gifts to children. This is not what lands on your roof. You hear the
chimney
skittering.
does it go down?
You hear the skittering and clacking of what sound like not feet. They land with a resounding thud, at least 2 pairs on the roof of the estate. And they start skittering down the sides. And you can see like brief silhouettes across the windows. Russell, you're gonna have to forgive me.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it, lad.
The second Richter heard like spider things that are obviously not human crawling on the building, Richter would have summoned a shadow.
Somebody hold the door.
As-
Somebody hold the door.
As these
Actually,
large,
yeah, can I do that?
as these large, do you want to?
I'd like to try and hold the door up.
Okay. Just give me a flat strength check. Just a
Okay.
flat strength roll. Give me just a moment, folks. Where's my... Okay. There are 2 thuds at the door. The first one barely jolts it. The second one, however, you know how like it'd be cool if you were like surfing on the door, like using it as a skateboard? The door
Under it.
the
Okay, cool.
the door is going to skateboard on you.
Got it.
As it kind of like splinters. To Russell's dismay, the door breaks in half, sends you sliding across the floor, and the hinges snap clean off the door itself.
So not only is the hinges fucked,
The door's
also
fucked.
the door is.
Damn it.
Who's your destructor? What did
There-
you do, Richter?
There are 2 very familiar looking creatures that have long scythe-like blades for arms, and a couple that sprout out of their chest, and have insectoid-like praying mantis-like-esque faces. They're like a deep purplish color as a whole, and one of them has the remnants of what at one time was probably a purple coat.
He just
Wearing
has
the coat?
Yeah, wearing the coat.
Can I tell which one of it was that knocked down the door?
It was definitely that one.
I will point at him, and I will say, You die first.
Broke my fucking door. All right.
Not the door.
Not the door. Kenichi, Lorelei, you are having a heated discussion. Not an argument, but a discussion. You hear the skittering of what sound like mandibles, almost. Claws, mandibles, however you'd like to describe it.
How close to us?
Off in the distance, you can't see it. You can't identify exactly where it would be coming from, but if you had to guess, you would say in the range of maybe 100 to 150 feet. Maybe more or less, give or take. It's kind of echoing throughout the area.
Lorelei is gonna launch straight up in the air using her wings,
Okay.
and try to get on the roof.
Okay, you can get onto effectively even a catwalk.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna like. Wait, no, we can't leave the body alone, otherwise it's gonna get cleaned.
So when you jump
I
up
was
on,
already cleaning it.
when you jump up
Not
on,
that cleaning.
when you jump up onto the catwalk, you look both directions, and something to the right, lurking in the shadows, catches your eye. There's a creature, and behind this creature is a person wearing black robes. And the creature has 6 legs. It's black. It's effectively looks like a panther for the most part, except it has like two to 4 giant tendrils whipping back and forth consistently. And behind this creature is a figure that you can just faintly in the flame, in the torchlight, see. He's a scar that runs all the way across his face, like down across his eye, across the top of his nose, and down the side of his cheek. And he looks at you. You recognize the cloak that he's wearing, because you were all given the same one. It's got the sigil of the Knight's Remnant on it, but his looks different. Instead of yours being like just a black embroidered sigil, his is blood red, and it has a sword that runs through it. And he looks at you, and he goes, and then creeps back into the shadows, and so does the creature. And you stand there, and as you look around, a couple minutes later, you hear the wailing of some ungodly, some unforsaken creature. Kenichi, if you look up and to your left, you also hear this noise, and you see something you've definitely seen before fall out of the sky off a rooftop and land on the ground and just spatter. It just splatters. Ichor. Purplish ichor everywhere. It's got several scythe-like claws and mandibles and just a huge, ugly, bug-like face, or what's left of one. There is a huge bite taken out of its side that looks like an animal just bit a chunk of its body out of its torso. And in its head is what was definitely a blade that got run straight through its temple. And it's got this purplish ichor that's like now leaking out on the street. With that being said, I'm gonna have at least. Well, everyone can just roll for initiative. Effectively, though, Lorelei and Kenichi, you are safe for the time being. Oops, I should have opened the initiative tracker first, shouldn't I?
Damn it. Does this mean I can re-roll?
It does. Yeah, give me.
Yay.
Yay.
No.
It caught me. It
Please.
Yeah, let me clear. Oops.
Yay.
Everybody just re-roll for the sake of.
Damn it.
really?
Yeah, there was an old turn order in there, and when it added yours at the same time that I cleared it. I apologize. Unless I can manually enter your. What did you have? You have a 12. Is that right? All right. So I see a 19, an 8, an 8, an 18. Where did?
Oh, I forgot to do it right, actually. Oh well.
I got you, Richter. I can add you.
I was gonna say, could you add them both in, right?
You rolled what, 12?
Yes, I believe so. Is that right, Brian?
I got a 5 the first time. Do you guys want me to go with the 5?
You can take the 12. That's fine. And then
Who do we need to add?
Kenichi as well. He had an 18.
Oh, yeah.
Let me shift here to. We'll just use this one again. All right. Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna say, for the sake of simplicity, why can't I move my token? Oh, there we go. Lorelei and Kenichi, you're both about. If you're here, you're about right here in this area. Let me go ahead and clear. And then Russell, Sir Darren, and Richter. And then here's your shadow, I believe. You're all about right there. Just for the sake of simplicity, I don't have a layout. Wasn't sure if I'd get this far or not. So, and then where am I? Those aren't it either. Okay. For you guys, let me lay this out a little bit better. I apologize.
So, I don't want to be a buzzkill, but do we really want to start the combat with
Well, it shouldn't.
20 minutes remaining?
It shouldn't. That's fair. That's up to you guys. I mean,
I think it's a good place to stop, personally.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. We'll stop there then.
Set up a cool map and all that.
Yeah, that'll be a little bit better then.
Because it'll get you. It'll also give you time to set up the map and everything exactly how you want it.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do that.
Alrighty.
Let me get switched up here. All right. So, Kenichi and Lorelei. Lorelei, you're still standing on a catwalk. Kenichi, you're standing over a dead body effectively. It is a body. It's a thing. Um,
But I
and-
looted it, right? Because there was minutes in between.
Sure.
What'd you get?
He got effectively, there's a sword.
Ooh.
Sword's pretty cool. Yeah. It's a +1 longsword. It deals an extra 3 points of necrotic damage on a successful hit. This blade is also black. And in the hilt, scratched into the hilt, like by hand with like a dagger or something, are initials that say ASMSKS. And they look like they were scratched in by kids, for sure. Definitely by kids. It's a definitely different children's handwriting. Along with that, you'll get a set of keys and about 40 gold. And then that's about it for that. For Brian, or not Brian, I'm so sorry, Richter, Sir Darren, and Russell. You are facing down two very determined-looking creatures.
Rooftops.
It's just like
Because we're
Lay on
fighting
his back.
we're fighting on top
And
of a
he
roof,
throws
right?
off the-
No.
Oh,
You're like supposed to be. That's supposed to be inside. That's why That's why we're stopping. Yeah, you're on the ground floor of the estate.
Oh, okay.
And just giving you like
Outside
a,
or in the estate itself.
in the estate
the
itself.
door has just been bust down again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I
I
get
am
it.
and that's
lying
why-
against that
yeah.
fountain.
and that's why we're gonna stop.
The door.
So, words were said. People are mad that doors are broken.
Yeah, but
And-
And other things.
And
Fix the bloody door twice.
three times now you'll have to fix it.
I'm not doing it. Someone
Someone
else can fix that bloody thing.
Uh,
Besides, they
Do
split in
it.
two. You need a carpenter. I just deal
Um,
with the fiddly bits.
and with
Metal door.
those ominous events taking place, we'll go ahead and stop for the evening, given the circumstances of not having enough time to safely make it through all of the combat. So we'll pick up at that point next week. Again, thank you guys all for playing. Thank the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and effectively getting us to affiliate and just being here and being supportive. So we will see you guys next week on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. You guys have a good night. We'll see you later.
Loose.